your family killed?
I bought an RV and I drove it from Florida to Missouri. When I got to Missouri, here in the Kansas City area, I took it to a place and had the whole motor and everything checked out. In the end, they said I needed new batteries. So I went and got batteries, made an appointment with Camping World. Camping World hooked up the batteries, and what they were going to do, and this is what we agreed upon, they were going to hook up the batteries. If the batteries weren't the problem, they were going to change out my inverter if it needed. So I made sure they had an inverter there to change it out with. And then I was going to pick it up and hopefully it would be good to go. I paid for a couple other things like the slide out maintenance and some light bulbs to be replaced, stuff like that. Well, I went to pick it up and it wasn't working. And so I went in and I said, it's not working. Nothing's working. It was actually worse when I picked it up. I took some pictures because some stuff was broken on the inside, like my countertop. But my biggest thing was it just wasn't working. I refused to pick it up. I spoke to the manager that day. He said, and I had a friend with me for a witness, but he said, did you buy this from Camping World? That would be the only way we warranty it. And I said, well, you knew I didn't buy it from Camping World when I brought it in. It's not working. It was actually working better if I brought it in because at least it was intermittent. Anyway, I ended up leaving. I did not pick it up that day. I paid for it, but it wasn't working, so I didn't pick it up. I said, no, I want you guys to fix it. I'm not leaving with it. So I left. About 3 or 4 weeks later, they said they fixed everything to come and get it. I said, okay, no problem. I made an appointment to go pick it up. I called them and they said, it hasn't been worked on. And I'm like, okay, well, can we get this going? Really, I was on my way to California. So I'm like, can we please get this going? So a few months later, they called again. I called in the meantime and they said, it's fixed, it's done, it's ready to go. But because you asked us to look at it again, it's an extra $350. I had already paid them 17 something. So it ended up being about $2,000 total. I went to pick it up that time. Nothing was working. I had already called corporate the first time I left without picking it up. So I called corporate again and they spoke to a manager or something. They had the service manager guy come out and talk to me, walk me through everything, guarantee that if it's not working, the only thing that was wrong with it is the batteries were dead because of the time frame I brought it in and the time frame I ended up being allowed to pick it up, that I needed to go and charge the batteries. I said, well, can't you guys charge it here? No, we don't have the capability to do it. If anything's wrong with it, you bring it right back in and we'll fix it. I can guarantee it's working. Didn't know what else to do. I was pretty upset and I'm like, okay, fine. At least I'll take the RV. So I left there. I went and rented a place to be able to hook up the batteries. Nothing worked. So I told corporate and I was waiting for corporate to get back with me. I contacted a company and I just stored it. I went to take it to show my son what I had got. I was still proud of it. I liked it, even though it wasn't working. And I put the slide out, and I had paid him to do the slide out job too, just to oil it so it would go in a little quicker, make sure it was good. And I put the slide out to show him, and it wouldn't go back in. And I was like, oh, great. So he went with me, and I took it to the local Camping World. The first one was Camping World Grain Valley. The second time when I took it, it was Camping World Kansas City, Kansas. And I took it to them, and I told them, this is a repair job. This was fixed here, which is only like 8 miles away. And I said, I need to have it fixed before I do anything else. I want the warranty part fixed. I don't want to just owe you guys a bunch of money by fixing little things, And they said, no problem. And that was around August of last year. And they still haven't. Now they're telling me that I guess there was a thing in between both camping worlds, and they decided they don't want to fix it. Now they're saying it's been over a year, so it's out of warranty. Well, no one ever told me a year warranty. They should have fixed it the first time around. Plus, they've had it the whole time. So I'm just kind of lost. I have no RV. They're charging me $1,600 and something to let me know that they screwed up, and that's it. And I said, for $1,600, I'd like you guys to fix it. So we're at an impasse. We're at a stopping point. They're refusing to fix it. They said they would pay the $1,600. I don't care about the money. I care about a safe RV. What they did was the biggest thing they did was put a 3,000 watt inverter in backwards electrically. So now they're telling me, and I have it in writing, it's a fire hazard. I'm not even supposed to drive it. Well, for starters, I'm a single person and I'm not young. And this was going to be for me, my mom, and my grandmother. So no offense, but we were really taken advantage of because we're older. I don't want that to happen to other people. That was a horrible experience. The way I was spoken to, the way I was treated. I have never, in my 50s, I have never in my lifetime been treated as horrible as I was at Camping World.